Hey everyone, just sit back and relax. We'll officially start at 10 o'clock ng gabi. Enjoy muna kayo at some music at stay tuned. Sabihin sa mga friends, magsa-start na ang ating Friday reflection. Alright, see you in a few. Hello everyone. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat at sana kayo ay safe, you're doing well today. And I hope that samahan nyo ako sa isang oras na naman na Real Talk Friday because our topic for today is about the power of the word yet. The power of the word yet. At gaano ba ito kaimportante bilang isang trader? Ano ba itong word na ito? At bakit pa kailangan nating malaman ang kanyang meaning at ang kanyang power bilang isang word na kailangan nating gamitin bilang isang trader. Before we officially start our day, I would like to greet lahat ng ating mga avid viewers and fans. Maraming salamat kay Edison Pelaes. Yan, sabi niya, I'm actually watching from Bahrain. Hello. Magandang hapon sa inyo dyan or magandang gabi. Hello, Edison. And of course, yan kay Castor Troy. Good evening, everyone. Sabi niya, and of course, dyan kay ating Sol Jen. Hello, everyone. Our favorite Real Talk Friday. Please like and share. Hello. Jen, magandang gabi. Of course, kay Honest Gaming. I gusto ko yung, ano ba yung smiley na yan, no? Of course, kay Nebula, magandang gabi. Kay Elgin, Balilio, kay Kay, kay Jerry, kay Lois Erin, yan. Kay Globen Malbas, good evening daw sa lahat, of course, no? If you'd like me to highlight ang inyong mga comment, please let me know. And of course, sabi ni Wena, kaway-kaway sa mga nabiktima ng dump today. Ay, nako, ito talagang China FUD na ito. Nako, long-term bullish tayo, pero hindi mawawala yung ganyan, no? Sometimes you will think na merong na magmamanipulate ng market. O, tinan mo, pumalo ng almost 41 something. Sabi ko, magbabounce yan sa 41K, no? And currently, it's actually consolidating sa 41K. The other coins also retrace, no? Pero, take a look at it, observe natin. Ganyan naman ang ugali niya, pero long-term bullish pa din. Diba? Para siguro may makapasok na isang malaking balyena. Alright, no? So, thanks again for the comment. Of course, kay Peter Louis Flores, good evening, Mirandas. Magandang gabi sa inyo lahat. Kay Gerald Yalong, good evening, Coach, mentors, and to all the listeners. No? Kay Harlin Tigno, hi Coach, hello po sa lahat. Sabi niya, maraming salamat sa mga greetings. No? Tapos, kay Pretty Jane. Hey, Pretty Jane, hello. Kay Judex, Coach, yung background audio. Malakas ba yung background audio natin? Okay, may background audio pala tayo. Naku, salamat sa reminders. Parang medyo malakas nga yung background audio natin. Ayan, thank you. Salamat sa Judex yan. Sabi niya, Coach, yung background, meron tayong background audio sa live natin. No, na meron pa tayong Dear Coach Miranda withdrawal syndrome. Sweet, nandyan ka ba? Magparamdam ka naman, Sweet. Nandyan ba si partner? Ayan. So, sabi ni Lois Rin, 42K, Coach, lumalaban. Lumalaban talaga, sabi niyo. Lumalaban talaga yun. So, nag-bounce sa 41 something, di ba? Am I correct, guys? Nag-bounce sa 41,400 something, no? Because that is the 618 area, no? Sabi kanina, tumenga sa 42K, sabi natin, wag ka muna mag-expect ng bounce, baka isang bumagsak pa ng 41 and something yan because that's the 618 area, no? Thank you kay Just Penny. Every 10 p.m. new learnings. Maraming salamat, no? Sabi, anything but unusual. Gandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Hello, hello. Gerald, ingat sa trabaho habang nag-work daw. Nakikinig siya sa atin. Yun, si Luke. Hello, sana na-close mo yung kliyente mo. Luke, balitaan mo ako. Congratulations in advance. Alright. Martin Legaspi, tumpak coach. Yan. Tumpak, nag-bounce. No, wag munang pumasok, nag-bounce, no? Panoorin niyo yung video na ginawa ko kanina. It's actually something that will make really Bitcoin bullish this Q4. October, November, December. Magandang news yon kasi the partnership of Twitter, Lightning, no? Lightning, Twitter, and Strike, no? It's actually a money remittance service, no? Money remittance service, Strike, and Lightning using Bitcoin as a means of coin to pay and purchase, no? Commoditizing Bitcoin. All right. Yan, sabi ni Gerald Yalong, yan, sana kumanta si Sweet sa pag-entrada. Sabi niya, no, alright. Anyways, na-loss ako kanina sa AVAX, $10, hahaha, lesson learned. Ayan, lesson learned. Sabi ni Stephen Estorio, China, nagkalat na virus. Huwag ka magalit sa China, Stephen. No, huwag ka magalit sa China. Alright. Anyways, let's officially start our session for today, no? Let's officially start our session for today. Our topic for today is what you call the power of yet. Tatlong letra na kung isipin natin, it's a very powerful word, no? Isang makapangyarihang message. Isang word na kung isipin mo 3 letters, pero malalim yung kahulugan. Malalim, no? And sa sobrang sikat ng salitang ito, lalong-lalo na sa United States, no? At sa ibang European countries. Nagkaroon pa ito ng kid version. No, nagkaroon ito ng kids version. In fact, it was actually created a Sesame Street song. Ang sabi ng song na ito, it's talking about the power of the word yet, no? There is a song that talks about, sabi ng song, have you noticed there's a theme catching fire around the world? It has to do with an itty-bitty word that's making big waves. The word I'm talking about is yet. Yet. The superhero word is so super-duper that even Sesame Street had to write a song about it. No? Gumawa sila ng kanta para sa mga bata. And, you know, it's a very important word na dapat sa mga anak natin, sa mga magulang dyan, no? It's a very important word na kailangan nating ilagay sa unang-unang mentality ng mga anak natin. And I will talk to you about the power of the word yet in our real lives and in our trading. The power of the word yet in our real lives and in our trading, na pag ginamit natin, it would open a lot of opportunities. A lot of aha moments. No? Sesame Street, sabi nila, you know, they really cannot get away of the impact of the word yet, yung kapangyarihan ng word na yet. No? They really cannot get away of that particular sketchy phrase. Pero let's just try to discuss first. What is the word yet? How do we define the wordings of yet? Anyways, before we move on, I would encourage you guys to listen to our Friday Real Talk, no? Minsan kailangan natin mag-reflect, you know, mag-pause before tayo mag-trade, no? Kailangan natin to once a week magkaroon tayo ng Real Talk conversation. Invite your friends, share this podcast, share this, you know, YouTube video to your friends and loved ones because we're gonna be talking about hindi lang trading quotient, but sometimes you can actually apply some of the lessons in your real life. No? Some of the lessons in real life. Some of this could be very, very useful. Useful sa atin. No? So please help me share the word, share the trading news, and share the trading reflection. No? So sabi ng Merriam-Webster, sabi din ng Google, obviously you click on this audio, sabi niya yet. Ang sabihin ng yet, ito ay isang adverb na nangangahulugan na up until the present or specified or implied time. Similar ito sa word na so far, still, even now, as yet. May similarity, hindi kasing kahulugan, pero maaaring ihalin tulad. No? It's also working as a conjunction, no? But at the same time or nevertheless, no? Sabi ng isang example, if you put a context, sabi niya, the path was dark, yet I slowly found my way. So meron siyang, pag nilagay mo siya sa isang pangungusap, nangangahulugan ito na meron pang karugtong. No, hindi pa tapos yung story, hindi pa tapos yung sentence. Diba? So sabi ng Merriam-Webster, sabi ng Google, up until the present or a specified or implied time. By now or by then. No? Sabi ng another sentence, I haven't told anyone else yet. No? In Tagalog, hindi pa. No? Merong word na pa or PA. Naalala ko when I was in college, I have a professor in sabi niya sa Filipino professor to, Sabi niya sa subject namin, napakagaling niya magtagalog. Sabi niya, simula ngayon, aking inang iibahin ang ating asignatura sapagkat ako ay naniniwala na ito ay hindi sining ng pakikipagtalastasan. Ito ay sining ng pakikipagtalaktakan. At maaari nating ipakahulugan ang pakikipagtalastasan ng iba't ibang uri because dahil sa ang ating lengguwahe ay dinamiko at pwede nating iba-ibahin ang ating wika depende sa ating mood, sabi niya. So, natatawa ako because magaling siya magtagalog, marami siyang tinuturo sa amin. Sabi pa nga niya, alam mo ba, sabi natin Mr. MirandaMiner, alam mo ba na ang isang salita ay may tinatawag na pagbabago, no? Kahit ang dalawang letra ay pwede mong gawing salita tulad ng ma, pa, di, no? Ang mga morphoponemikong pagbabago. So I was like, I did not master Tagalog. Pero kailangan nating malaman, Naalala ko lang yung story na yun. Meron ba ako isang naalalang istorya kung bakit importante yung mga syllables, no? Mga syllables, kasi sa ating Pilipino, ang syllables may kahulugan, no? Let me tell you something, no? Sabi nga, i-define ko muna, sabi nga ng Tagalog, ang yet daw is pa. Hindi pa. No? Hindi pa. Not now, not yet. No? Kumain ka na ba? Hindi pa. So kakain ka. Tumakbo ka na ba? Hindi pa. Nasimula mo na ba yung assignment? Hindi pa. No? When you insert the word pa, it's a very simple syllable, pa. 2-letter syllable. In fact, it's a word actually. No? It's a word. Pag in-insert mo sa isang salita, nagkakaroon ng ibang meaning yung buong word. When you insert the word pa in the word not, it gives a whole different meaning doon sa statement mo. So, balik tayo sa kwento ko. So, I used to work way back 2000 and early 2000. I used to work in Yuchenko building in RCBC Plaza. Type number 1 kung ikaw ay nakapag-work na sa Makati along RCBC Plaza. Sa RCBC Plaza, meron diyang tinatawag na lung center. Bakit po tinawag na lung center? Kasi po yan ay Yusihan, no? Yusihan area yan. Doon sa may tapat ng tapat ng People Support Building dati, meron doon open area, lumalabas lang yung mga tao, magyoyosi lang. It's actually the open area, merong malaking rebulto facing Ayala Avenue. So, I used to work in Yuchenko building and during that time, matagal lang ako nag-work sa RCBC Plaza. Nagkaroon ng issue ng, alam niyo ba yung issue ng mga Gretchen Barreto issue dyan sa elevator? No? May ganong issue, pero hindi yun ang kukwento ko sa inyo. So, because doon sa RCBC Plaza, karamihan po dyan mga consulate, mga embassy, mga diplomats, because it's a very, very Class A building. Naalala ko nung Bagyong Pablo noong 2006. 2006, no? signal number 4 sa Manila, I think that was Pablo or Milenio, 2006. Yung building, kasi ang lakas ng hangin, yung building umuuga dahil sa lakas ng hangin eh. Naalala ko yun eh. So, within those years, 2003, 2004, 5, 6, I was in that building. So, merong kwento-kwento na there was this console na sa isang elevator, sobrang high speed ang elevator dyan. Sumakay siya. And there were a couple of Filipinos that are actually inside the elevator. And then, nag-open yung elevator kasi pumasok na yung expat, no? Yung expat. So he went in. And he was actually with couple of Filipinos na empleyado, nakakurbata. Tapos huminto ulit yung elevator. Pagbukas ng elevator, may papasok na Pinoy. Sabi ng Pilipino, bababa ba? Ang sabi ng Pilipino sa loob, bababa. So the expat widened his eyes. Sabi niya, Filipinos talk like a bird. How come they understand each other talking bababa, bababa? No? How come they understand each other and they speak like bababa, and how come they understood and the elevator just closed and the guy did not even enter? No, because the guy is supposed to be going up but he wants to go down. So, when the elevator closed, sabi niya, what did you just say? We said, is the elevator going down? And I said, yes, it's going down. And the expat, sabi, lalo lumaki yung mata ng expat. Sabi niya, you guys just said one syllable, ba, but you already said an entire paragraph. No? So, bababa ba means, bababa ba yung elevator? Is the elevator going down? And apparently, the guy who said bababa ba, bababa. No? We already mean a lot. We already meant a lot by that. We already, yung wika natin, sobrang makapangyarihan na kahit ulit-ulitin mo yan, it already meant a sentence. Does that make sense, guys? Nagets nyo ba yung Nagets nyo ba siya? It already meant a sentence for us. So when you say Tagalog is pa, dalawang letra yan, pero napaka-makapangyarihan yan. No? It can convey a message. Kahit isang syllable, two-letter word can convey a message. And I will prove to you that if you add this two-letter word in everything that you do, your world will change. When I was very young, I was around second year college, first year college in the university. Nalakad ako sa corridor ng university. No? At meron dong isang organization. Pangalan po ng organization is Kapatiran ng Talino at Galing. Sabi ko, mukhang maganda to ah. Kasi nung first year ka, meron kayong new hire orientations, diba? You have your freshman orientations. And when you were in college, university freshman, you're looking for your org groups. Would you do your bandurria, your music, your basketball? Will you do academics? Will you excel in politics? Ang dami. And because I'm a scholar ng bayan, no? I'm in a state university, of course, maraming mga tao na iba-iba yung views. You know, maraming mga bata magre-recruit. They will go in your classroom and say, hey, makibaka ka, sumama ka dito sa group namin, and they will really, pursue you. And when I was in college, sabi ko, isip ko, I wanted to become a productive student. Sabi ko, parang okay itong organization na to. Parang maging matalino na rin ako. Sali ako sa mga ganito. So si Coach MirandaMiner, no? Pumunta ako dun sa cubicle na nag-accept ng mga members. Sabi ba naman sa akin, anong year ka na, iyo? First year. I'm just new here in this English pa ako, di ba? Para kunwari magaling. I'm first year in this university. Sabi, ikaw ba ay, scholar po ako, tanggap po ako sa magandang universidad na to. At ako po ay natanggap na mataas po ang aking academic background dahil natanggap po ako sa magandang universidad na ito. Hindi kami tumatanggap ng first year. Bakit po? Dean's Lister ka ba, iho? President's Lister ka ba? Hindi po. Kaka-start lang po ng school year. Hindi ka pa scholar, huwag ka munang mag-member. So, sabi sa akin, okay. Okay. So, medyo humina yung loob ko. After one semester, nag-isikap ako. Kailangan maganda yung grades ko para makapunta kasi maganda yung office, saka maganda yung nagbabantay. So kailangan matanggap tayo doon. Napunta tayo doon sa sabi, ito yung class cards ko, ito yung registrations ko. I'm a Dean's Lister this semester. Congratulations sa tanggap. Wala na yung babae doon na hinahanap ko. Natanggap ako. Wala na yung hinahanap kong babae. Hindi ko alam kung saan siya napunta. Hindi natanggap na ako. Talagang medyo pagka-Dean's Lister, medyo yabang-yabang ka kunwari, Tapos, wala na yung hinahanap kong babae doon sa magandang building. As the time go by, sabi ko, alam mo, napakagandang organization. I'll become the president of this organization. I'll become the president of this organization. Hindi pa ako ngayon. Hindi pa ngayon. I will wait for my time. Sabi ko sarili ko. I will wait for my time. Maghahanap ako ng maraming magandang babae na magbabantay doon sa harapan ng table. Para maraming mag-inquire. Estudyante din yung psychology siya. Nakaputi lagi kaya medyo mukhang maganda at mabangon tingnan di ba? Makaputi, mga psychology students, di ba? So, dumaan yung mga panahon, sabi ko sa sarili ko, I will become the president of this organization. Imagine mo, isa kang taga Manila, nangarap ka, na makapasok sa isang magandang school, and you actually aspired to become the president of the entire academic scholarship group. Ang ganda na pangalan, Kapatiran na Talino Kataga. Kapatiran na Talino Galing. So I never gave up on my dreams. Fast forward, when I was in my 4th year, I became the president of the honor society of the entire university. Kahit sininghalan ako nung first year ako na hindi ka pa qualified. Di okay lang. Basta may magandang babae ako inaantay doon sa kabilang table. So I became that, and the rest is history. During my time in that university, it was the first time in my time that the Supreme Student Council was never an activist. The Supreme Student Council was never an activist, and during my time, yung time po namin, that was for me the most successful time ng student organization doon sa school na yon. I'm very, very proud of that. Pero ginamit ko yung word na pa dahil alam ko hindi ko pa oras. Hindi ko pa time. Pero hindi ko sinabi sa sarili ko na hindi ko time. Hindi na ako sasali. I never said that to myself. So, in those stories, malalaman natin na kapag gumagamit tayo ng word na pa sa ating buhay, we're not closing our doors. We're not closing our doors. Hindi tayo nagsasarado ng ating pintuan kung ano ba yung pupuntahan natin, ano yung gusto natin sa buhay. Alam nyo ba guys, ako bilang tatay ngayon, isa sa mga salita na nag-work wonders sa akin is how we use the word pa sa ating mga anak. Kayo ba bilang magulang, pag sinabi ba ng anak ninyo na, Daddy, I would like to ride a bike. Pag sinagot nyo ba siya ng, no, you don't know that. Versus sagutin nyo siya ng, you don't know that yet. Meron ba pagkakaiba? Guys, can you help me here? Meron ba siya pagkakaiba? Listen carefully sa sasabihin ko in Tagalog. Kunwari, ito na yung your daughter or your son asks you, Nay, tay, um, pwede na po ba akong, pwede na po ba akong ano, mag summer school, mag-swimming? Pag sinabi ko pong hindi, and another answer is hindi pa, what will your child think? Pag ginamit ko yung word na hindi versus na hindi pa, may difference po, di ba? And most especially if your children go to you and start talking about their dreams, start talking about their aspirations. When we say no versus saying not yet, the word yet is a 3-letter word in English and a 2-letter word in Tagalog na napakalaki po ng pagkakaiba. In our lives bilang adults, bilang adult learners, minsan sinasabi natin hindi ako successful. Sabihin mo yun sa sarili mo ngayon, you're not successful, but when you add the word yet, when you add the word pa, hindi pa ako successful. Hindi ako successful. I am not successful. I am not successful yet. Isang napakamakapangyarihang salita na pag inad mo sa isang statement, it works wonders. It works wonders in our lives, sa ating buhay, sa ating anak. It destroys dreams. It destroys your trading dream. Pag sinabi mo na hindi ako magaling versus hindi pa ako magaling. 'Di ba? Even on trading, hindi ako magaling mag-charts. Hindi pa ako magaling mag-Fibonacci. You know, if we manifest and we tell ourselves right now, our children, us ourselves, that we are outright point blank, hindi ako magaling, you are destroying your future. No? If someone asks you a question, kahit di mo alam, kunwari, uy, do you know how to plot Fibonacci? Where do I start? Where do I start the Fibonacci? Versus sagutin mo na hindi ko alam, sabihin mo, I'll research on it, hindi ko pa alam eh. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are successful. You may not be successful. This is not your time yet. You are successful. You will be successful, though this is not your time yet. Sa mga school po, makakita kayo ng mga ganitong words, no? Sa mga school, you will see the power of yet. I'm not good at this yet. I can't do this yet. It doesn't make sense yet. I don't get it yet. Whenever we add this word, we tell ourselves na I can do it. Kaya kong gawin yan. Whenever we add the word yet, hindi pa ako tapos. Let's not close the doors. I will become even better than myself today. Maraming ganito sa mga school kasi importante sa mga bata, sa mga anak natin. They keep on growing. They keep on aspiring. Marami pong ganitong mga caricatures. The power of yet. I can't do that ends a story. I can't do that yet means anything is possible. The power of yet. I don't get it. I can't do it. I'm not good at this. If you add the word yet, I don't get it yet. Perseverance is the power of yet. Dahil hindi naman po lahat nakukuha natin ng ganyan-ganyan. In my story, way back in college, when I became the president of the Honor Society, one of the programs na ginawa natin was to do an early career talk. Kasi karamihan sa mga estudyante in college, third year, fourth year na gusto pa mag-shift. Third year, fourth year na gusto pa mag-shift. Nako, Panginoon ko. Third year, fourth year, mag-graduate ka na, nag-major ka na, nag-engineering ka na, ayaw pala mag-engineer. No? So one of the many projects that we did is we reached out to the campuses in high school and we offered career conversations. So we invited individuals that are experts in what they do. No, we invited career folks from Ayala, and different parts of the Makati corporate world, we invited them to give a little bit about their background. Ano yung napapos mo? Ano yung work mo today? Ano yung sahod mo? A little bit of a sahod, no? And we put them into the high school areas. It was a very successful project kasi at least nakatulong kami sa around 200 high school students na naghahanap ng kanilang career direction. At ginagawa namin yon as early as the 4th year, first month ng academic school year. Bakit? Kasi pag nag-4th year ka, tandaan mo to pag nag-4th year ang anak mo, actually senior high school na ngayon, no? Pag nag-4th year ang anak mo, sa UP, ang admission ng UPCAT as early as October, November, nag-UPCAT application na. Pag nag-apply ka ng January, the next year ng 4th year, hindi ka na makakahabol. Release na ng mga results yun. As early as dapat June pa nga lang, 3rd year graduating ka pa lang, meron ka ng recommendatory letter sa professor mo, sa school nyo, that you're applying for UPCAT. No? So we wanted to bring back, because why? Because iniisip namin, it's not your time yet, but when you choose the right course, you will become very, very successful. So, gumawa kami ng ganun mga activities, kulang na lang, di ko alam kung kayo ay isang student leader nung kayo ay bata, nung kayo ay yung college, tumitira na kami sa school, guys. Doon kami minsan natutulog doon sa office namin sa school. Di ba? Kasi hindi na kami makauwi. Oy, mga ano dyan, yung mga nag-sleep over dyan, Umamin kayo nung college, Yung mga nag-sleep over ng college, nako, maraming nabubuo dyan. Oh. Anyways, so, the power of the word yet, okay, it's one of the things na kailangan nating tandaan. Now, why is it important in trading? Why is it important in trading, no? Hindi versus hindi pa in trading is a lot different. No? Hindi pa versus hindi in trading is a lot different. Ang yet is different then from the word still. Pag sinabing yet, hindi ibig sabihin na wala kang ginagawa. Diba? Pag sinabing yet, hindi ibig sabihin na okay. So, yung word na still, it's used with actions that have continued to the present because it has not finished yet. Yet is mainly used to refer to an action that is expected to happen. Still. Diba? Still versus yet. So, kumbaga, what I'm just trying to say here is that when we say hindi pa, let's not confuse ourselves with tamad, dormancy, stagnation, ayaw nang gawin. No? Sa trabaho natin. So, let's go now with our work, no? In our work today, how many times do you often say no, point blank? No, period. How often do you say that to someone? Di ba? How often do you say that to someone na no, I cannot do that? No, I'm not yet done. No, I'm not done. Versus saying I'm not yet done. Di ba? How many times do we say no versus not yet? Di ba? In our work today, give me an example. Mag-chat ka. Sige, give me an example. No? Give me an example of a situation kung saan outright yes ka lang ng yes. Oh, tapos na po. Yes, tapos na po. Oh, yes, it's gonna be delivered. Oh, yes, it's gonna be done on that time that you want. Oh, yes, boss. Malapit na yung appraisal eh. Oh, boss, yes, I'm going to do it. Wala ka ng tanong-tanong. Yes, boss, I'm going to do that. Mga guilty dyan, taas ang kamay. Di ba? Versus saying not yet. I'll do it this time. No? Sometimes, and guys, mea culpa, minsan we need to acknowledge this. No? Minsan tayo mga corporate world ng mga tao, how many times do we use the word yes versus no or not yet? No? How many times do we use the word yes? Mga yes people, mga boss pleaser, no? Mga boss pleaser, mga yes people. Karamihan ganyan ang tingin sa atin ng ibang mga lahi. Ay, mga Pinoy, mga boss pleaser, mga yes, mga brown nosers yan eh. Ano sa Tagalog ng brown noser? Sip-sip. Kasi we don't know how to say the word not yet or no. We often feel that if we say no, it is disrespectful. No? We often feel, iniisip natin, if we say no or not yet, it will, what? It will hurt someone's feelings. It will hurt someone's feelings. Do you understand, guys? Does that make sense? Do you agree? In the corporate world today, minsan lalo na pag puti yung boss mo, no? You have that inferiority. No, sa mga OFWs dyan. Even in the multinational companies here in the Philippines. Kapag mayroon lahi yung boss natin, how many times do you use word yes versus not yet? Or no? Oftentimes we find ourselves using the word yes even sa trading. Oh yes, pasukin na natin. Oh yes, nag-dip na, pasukin na natin. Oh yes, 41,300, mag-dip na, pasukin na natin. Versus saying not yet, wait lang. Not yet. Not yet, I will wait for one more dip. Oh wait, not yet. Ah hindi, dip na to, yes, we'll go already, let's do this already right now because we're biased to action and mahuhuli na ako, maiwan na ako. We do this right now. No, coach, I can do this. Trust me, I can do this. Believe me. Wala nang word na not yet. Diba? So going back to the corporate world, may mga boss, they would rather appreciate candor. They would rather appreciate a word not yet and give them an option versus saying yes. Because bilang isang boss, minsan dami na lang iniisip, they trust on you to deliver and you tell them what's going on. Kasi blind spot niya nga yung area mo, kailangan niya ng tulong mo. No? Now, let's move on. Importante ba ang yet sa trading, guys? Tingin mo, sa lahat ng diniscuss ni Coach, tingin mo, mukha sa elevator, doon sa owner society, doon sa corporate world, tingin mo sa anak natin, tingin mo ba ang word na yet is important? Importante ba ang word na yet sa trading? Sige nga, comment down below. Type number 1 if you think yet is important in trading. We will have a little bit of a quiz. No, meron tayong participation dito. Little bit of a quiz. No? Sige nga, is yet important? No? It's yet important. Sabi ni Carl, yes po, coach, important yan. Sabi niya. Important. Sabi ni Alexis, yes po, important. Yes, coach, sabi ni Goma. Important daw. Tingnan natin ha. Let's see. In this particular kasunod na slide. Okay. Let's do this. Familiar slide, no? Familiar slide ito sa inyo. Ilan sa inyo dito na hindi pa nagbe-breakout, pinasok na itong mga trades na to? When I posted 13 hours ago, I said, wait for the breakout. No? Wait for the breakout because it can still go down. It can still go down. Let's do it one by one. In this particular trade for BNB, no? For BNB, question, ikaw ba mag-aantay, pardon the alignment of the wick here, no? In-adjust natin yung pagkatapos yan. Ikaw ba yung mag-aantay if you see a trade setup like this, yes or no? Will you wait for the breakout or papasukin mo na to kasi baka mahuli ka sa breakout? Ano? What do you think? Let's try to look for participants. Sabi ni Apple Pen, yes po, don't enter yet if you don't see your bread and butter setup. No? Hey, Choi! Yun si Choi. Hello. I missed you so much. Sabi niya, yes, super important, yet not yet. No? Ayan, sabi ni Donel Mariano, yes, coach, not yet. Sabi ni Martin Legaspi, not yet, coach. I trust our system, so I'll wait for the breakout. Seryoso ba kayo? Kayo ba talaga ay mag-iintay ng breakout? O may mga iba sa atin guilty, ay kating-kati na yung kamay ko, papasukin ko na to. No? Meron pang isa. BNB, another one. Let's do this. Ethereum. Si Ethereum, ipinasok mo na ba agad yan? Magkatapatan tayo dito. Pinasok mo na ba agad o hindi pa? Pinasok mo na. Pinasok mo na eh. No? Pinasok mo na yan. Pustahan tayo. Anong nangyari? Umamin ka, ano nangyari? Binasag niya ba o hindi? Bumasag ba siya? Nag-correct ba? Ano nangyari? Ha? Nag-correct? Nag-correct siya before siya nag-breakout. Bakit? Kasi, meron siyang expected correction area. Pinasok mo agad. Anong sabi natin? Magantay ng breakout. Pinasok mo sa 3,150. Pinasok mo dito. Sa part na to. Biglang boom, bumaba. Pustahan tayo, pinasok mo yan. Dito, pinasok mo yan. Oh, umamin ka. Ethereum ha. Itong part na to. Dito nag-correct yan eh. Diba? Nag-correct on this area. Pagka nagpas ng 3,000, boom, bumulusok. Meron kang correction area dito. May correction area ka dyan. Dyan ka pumasok. Hindi mo inantay mag-breakout. Ano nangyari? Na-liquidate ka? Ang liquidation line mo, 2,900, 2,800. Ano nangyari sa'yo? Ha? Na-liquidate ka, no? Diba? Because sometimes, it's hard to accept that whenever I say you need to wait for the breakout, you don't wait for the breakout. You don't wait for the breakout. Ayan, sabi ni Expect. I-highlight ko lang. Sabi ni Expect. Pinasok ko, coach, bumulusok pa ba? Exactly. Meron pa siyang inaantay na breakout dito. Pinasok mo. Again, I'm not highlighting to minimize or demean Expect. I admire yung courage niya to be vulnerable. Tinuturo ko din yan. You need to admit your vulnerability and your mistake para hindi mo nagawin. Ano pa? Meron pang isa. Ito, ADA, nag-breakout. Nag-bounce on the resistance line. No? So, the message here, guys, is if you just try to open this one, may makikita ka kasi ditong if may makikita ka ditong isang let me try to open an arrow. Okay. Here. May makikita ka ditong ayan, meron kang mini correction line dyan. Dito sa part na to, dyan bumulusok pababa, nag-correct dyan. Ang sabi ko, hintayin natin. Ano nangyari? Coach, tumataas na yung CSLP, naka 4 pesos na. Baka lumipad na yung sa Ethereum, maiiwan ako. The power of the word yet. Do not enter yet. Wait. Sabi ni Stephen, pinasok ko, coach, yung puso niya. Diba? Guys, that's power of yet. Let me give you a couple of more examples. Adding yet in our trading is like riding a bike. We have some training wheels. Itong word na training wheels, gamit na gamit ito sa corporate America. Sometimes we need to have nesting period, incubation period, internship period, OJT period. Why do we have those type of words? Why do we have, guys, in the corporate America or even in the Philippines, why do we think we have training, nesting, OJT, internships? Why do we have those types of, even for doctors, by the way? You know, one of our family relatives is a doctor. Why do we have residencies? Ba't hindi ka agad pwede maging doktor? Why do you have extra 2 to 3 years for your specialization? Ba't hindi na lang pwede kahit sin doktor mag-opera? No! Because they're not yet ready. They're not yet ready. In our lives, in our corporate, sino mga nasa corporate dito? Why do we think we have some internships? Why do we have probationary periods? Because we're not yet ready. It's not yet. I'm not saying you're not qualified. We're saying we need residency, specialization, training, university, elite university, etc., 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 for you to become an effective trader. I'm not saying you are not ready as a trader. You are not yet ready to become a millionaire. You're not yet ready to become successful. You will be successful, but not yet. You will wait for your time. You will wait for your time. We will not say you're not ready, you're not qualified. No, we will not say that. We will say you're not yet qualified. Pag may isang tao nagsabi sa'yo, you're not qualified, versus saying you're not yet qualified, Mr. MirandaMiner, what will you feel? Of course, you will feel you have a hope. Meron ka pang opportunity to become very successful because someone gave you a chance by inserting that one word yet. And all of us need to exercise this. We need to be very careful in what we say, guys. Whenever we talk to our friends or relatives, to a co-trader, we don't say no. We don't say, no, di ka magaling. No, mali ang ginagawa mo. No, that's not good. We tell them, right? You tell them you're not good yet. You get training. No? Sometimes we owe it to our friends, to our relatives, to tell them what is the age going on. I mean, what the age is going on. But we don't destroy their morale by saying no. Let me give you a few examples, and this is going to be where I will wrap up my discussion for this Real Talk Friday. And I hope this can inspire you guys. I hope this inspires you that in our lives, in our real life today, may mga taong nag-exercise, may mga taong nag-expect, may mga taong gumawa, may mga taong ganito. May mga taong ganito na talagang they wanted to have their own time. They waited for their own time. They had a lot of failures before. A lot of failures that they did not even think will define them in their future. Ladies and gentlemen, this personality is a teacher. This personality, there was a teacher who told him he was too stupid to learn anything and that he should go into a field where he might succeed by virtue of his pleasant personality. A teacher told him he was too stupid to learn anything and that he should go into a field where he might succeed by virtue of his pleasant personality. Thomas Edison, inventor of incandescent light bulb. Imagine, his teacher said that. Imagine this particular student was destroyed yung moral niya. Imagine this student, kung hindi niya inisip na kaya niya pang gawin, we would not probably have a light bulb today. This is a high school dropout whose personal struggles with drugs and poverty culminated in an unsuccessful suicidal attempt. A high school dropout whose personal struggles with drugs and poverty culminated in an unsuccessful suicide attempt. Sino kaya to? This person is Eminem, a 13-time Grammy Award winner, sold over 90 million albums worldwide. Sometimes we feel that we are the most unsuccessful person in the world. Sometimes iniisip natin, naku, wala nang pag-asa itong buhay ko. Parang wala namang kwenta itong trading. This is not for me. Sometimes iniisip ko na parang ako na ba yung pinakamalas na tao sa mundo? Minsan iniisip natin, are we the jinxed person in the world? Wala na tayong paraan mabuhay. Another person, a 30 years old, marami siguro sa inyo 30 years old right now. At 30 years old, he was left devastated and depressed after being unceremoniously removed from the company he started. Sino sa atin dito minsan ng ganyan? We received the most humiliating, embarrassing situation in our career. Minsan ganito tayo. Or minsan di man tayo tanggalin sa trabaho. Minsan we feel we made a very terrible job. We made a terrible job and we could never, ever be able to recover ourselves. None other than Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple and co-founder of Pixar Animation Studios. He was removed from his job when he was 30 years old, but he did not give up, ladies and gentlemen. You may be losing right now. You may be losing a lot of trades. You might get liquidated. But does that define you? Not yet. Are you not successful? Are you successful? Not yet. Another person at age 11, he was cut from his team after being diagnosed with growth hormone deficiency, which made him smaller in stature than most kids on his age. Sino kaya to? Lionel Messi, guys. 3-time FIFA World Player of the Year. You were removed. You have a physical deformity, maliit ka, hindi ka katangkaran, no? Hindi kasing sexy yung katawan mo. Diba? That is not a limitation, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever view your physical deformity or incapacity as a means for you not to aspire in your life. No? This is not yet your time. Don't say it's not your time. Don't manifest that. It's not yet your time. If someone has a deformity like this guy, tandaan nyo ha, sabi niya, diagnosed with growth hormone deficiency which made him smaller in stature. Pandak, maliit, binubuli, pangit ka, maliit ka, maitim ka, lahat sinabi na sa'yo. But look at this guy right now, 3-time FIFA world winner. Another person, fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination and having no original ideas. Sino po dito ang na-terminate? Or hindi man na-terminate, sino po dito ang natanggal sa trabaho? Sino po dito ang naapektuhan ng pandemic and they lost their jobs? No? This guy did not give up. This next person used the word, the power of yet. Sabi niyan, when he was fired, I'm going to be successful. I'm not yet giving up. This guy or this lady is Oprah Winfrey, host of a multi-award winning talk show and the most influential woman in the world. Imagine mo, you were fired from a newspaper because you lack creativity and you lack imagination. Diba? Sometimes some of us are like this. Uy, wala kang originality. Wala kang man lang imagination. These are very successful people who are now legends in their own field. Oprah Winfrey, fired after lacking of imagination, now the most influential woman in the world. What did she say? I'm not successful yet. I'm not successful yet. Last but not the least. Kilala nyo lahat siguro to. He was cut out from his high school basketball team. He went home, locked himself in his room and cried. Hindi lahat ng tao pwedeng kayang umiyak. Hindi lahat ng tao iiyak yan. Hindi lahat ng tao may courage to bring it out. Minsan iniinom namin yan, yung mga lalaki. Minsan nilalabas yung luha. Siyempre, diyan yung asawa mo, umiiyak ka, ba't ko umiiyak? Diyan yung asawa mo eh. Tago mo yun. Inom tayo. This guy was cut out from his high school basketball team. He went home, locked himself in his room and cried. Of course. This is Michael Jordan. A 6-time NBA champion, 5-time NBA MVP, and 4-time NBA All-Star. Singit ko na rin to. He wasn't able to speak until he was almost 4 years old. Guys, I used to be like this. Hindi ko sinasabi ako si Einstein. I'm just saying, I used to stutter. Kaya nga for the most part, when I talk, I refrain in using Tagalog kasi nauutal ako hanggang ngayon. Siguro I grew up in a house where people speak on multi-languages. People speak Bicolano, Tagalog, English, Filipino. And I stutter in Tagalog. He was almost 4 years old and his teacher said he would never amount to much. Albert Einstein, theoretical physicist and Nobel Prize Peace winner. Ladies and gentlemen, the power of the word yet is unimaginable. The power of the word yet can define your future. The power of the word yet o hindi pa. Yung pa, gamitin mo yan. Huwag mong sabihin hindi mo kaya, hindi mo pa kaya. Huwag mong sabihin you're a failure, you're not a failure. Huwag mong sabihin you are the worst ever person. Huwag mong sabihin yun. Huwag mong sabihin hindi ka marunong mag-trade, hindi ka pa marunong mag-trade. Huwag mong sabihin na hindi ka matututo. Whatever we say, tanda mo, biblically speaking, your tongues, your word, is the small organ, but it has power. It has a power to curse. It is the power to curse someone. Tandaan nyo, curses, they run on 4 generations. Curses run on 4 generations. Whatever we say can define you. So don't ever, if you have a child, don't ever say they are a failure. Don't ever say they cannot do it. Always think that you can do it. Because ladies and gentlemen, lahat ng sinabi kong tao kanina used to be people that are failure. High school dropout, fired from their work. Fired from their work because they lack imagination. They lacked originality. High school dropout, physically challenged. Mas maliit sa mga kaedad niya. These people were belittled nung bata sila. Diba? Kung ikaw ay dumadaan sa ganyang situation ngayon bilang trader, bilang tao, bilang tatay, bilang nanay, it's up to you now. How would you recover from that and use it as a challenge and use the word yet to become very successful? Because in trading, that's the same thing in life. Minsan nag-aantay tayo ng tamang setup. Minsan atat tayo, pumapasok tayo agad. Minsan, dyan na yung breakout, tanaw mo na yung breakout, na plot mo na ng tama, pinasok mo na agad. Tanaw mo na, alam mo na yung TA eh. Diba? Alam mo na yung TA, dyan na yung linya. Anong ginawa mo? Anong ginawa mo? You already entered. Diba? So sometimes we know, but we just don't want to do it. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you learned something today. I hope that you learned something today because I know you are going to be successful. You have yet to see your success. You have yet to see your millions. Andiyan na. Bibigay ka pa ba? You have yet to see. Isang hampas na lang ng palakol, makita mo na yung gold mine. Are you going to give up today? Sabi nga nung ibang mga tao dyan, isang minuto na lang. If you want to know the importance of 1 minute of waiting, if you want to know the importance of 1 minute of being ahead of time, ask someone who missed their flight. If you want to know the importance of a second, diba? If you want to know the importance of a second, you ask someone that missed that 3-point shot. If you want to know the importance of a millisecond, you ask the second placer in the Olympic 100-meter dash. Guys, andyan dyan na sa harapan mo. Sa harapan mo na yung success. Isang palakol na makikita mo na yung gold mine. Andyan na sa harapan natin yung success mo. Are you going to give up? Or are you going to use the word not yet? With that said, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you sa pakikinig sa another Coach MirandaMiner Real Talk Friday. Sana natuto ka today, and I hope that you use your inspiration today to move on to your life. Alam mo guys, tayo minsan, we tend to be very hard to ourselves. Minsan we're very hard to ourselves, guys. We need to be sometimes easy, take it easy. Isa lang buhay natin, take it easy. Andiyan yan, huwag kang mag-give up. Don't use the word, I cannot do this. Don't give up yet, guys. Mahaba pa buhay, may 2024. Magkikita pa tayo sa finals ng BTC. Kita-kita pa tayo sa 2024. Uy, minsan pag ganyan ang iniisip mo, kutusan mo yung sarili mo. No? Look at the blessings, count your blessings. Do not give up yet. Ito mga pinakita ko sa inyo. Hindi raw creative. Ngayon, may-ari na ng network. The importance of waiting and preparing for our lives. With that said, guys, maraming salamat. At sana natutunan mo yung ating session today, no? Sana natutunan mo yung power of yet. I will wrap it up by saying on this particular statement before tayo mag-end ng ating stream. Isang storya lang, no? Itong paro-paro na to, I put it as my thumbnail kasi minsan tayo, we wanted to grow immediately. No? Wala na tayong metamorphosis, wala na tayong pupa stage. We wanted to spread our wings. But sometimes, it's not yet your time. No? Not yet your time. But when you wait for it, and you don't give up, those beautiful wings of yours will come out. You would imagine an ugly caterpillar will become a queen of all the plants because siya yung responsible of spreading all the seeds for the flowers to grow. You're not a caterpillar. You're a caterpillar yet, because you'll soon become a very, very beautiful butterfly. With that said, guys, maraming salamat and have a good rest of your Friday. Good night, mga ka-traders. Mahal ko kayo. I love you 3,000. And take care and good night. Bye, guys.